Welcome back to the show. Today we analyze the global hardware market. Demand is reaching record highs. If you've priced out a PC build recently, you've likely watched your cart total spike right before checkout. The components taking the hardest hits are your system memory and solid-state drives. This chart shows consumer memory's cost trajectory. Recently, DDR5 modules surged by 70%. Outing the line for global AI data center investments makes the correlation clear. As infrastructure spending shoots up, component costs track right alongside it. A lot of builders are holding on to their cash, expecting this bubble to burst the way graphics card prices did in the past. But this trend line is staying elevated. This leaves you trapped. You either pay a massive premium to finish your computer today, or you postpone your build for a price drop that might take years to arrive. To make matters worse, wholesalers cite low inventory to justify higher prices. Retailers then add their own margins, resulting in panic pricing across the board. The pricing trends we see today suggest the technology ecosystem is undergoing a structural realignment. The cause comes down to capacity. Large language models and AI data centers require immense memory bandwidth to function. That demand requires high bandwidth memory, or HBM. It is incredibly fast and highly profitable to sell to enterprise data centers. Because margins are so attractive, manufacturers like Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron retooled their facilities to chase these AI contracts. There is a hard physical limit to global production. Every silicon wafer dedicated to AI is one less available for your consumer-grade memory and SSDs. Supplying the AI sector brings in higher profits, pushing consumer components to the back of the line. The era of cheap, oversupplied memory has ended. Let's figure out what you should actually do. We'll start with the speculative upgrader. You have a working PC and want a performance bump, but you aren't in a rush. We can break down your options by looking at the action, the expected outcome, and the trade-offs. For this group, the smartest action is holding your cash for 3 to 6 months to let the supply chain stabilize. The outcome is that you bypass the worst of the inflated retail markups. You will likely see a 10 to 15% price correction once the initial market panic subsides. The trade-off is lost utility. You will spend the next half year living with your current system's bottlenecks and slower load times. However, do not wait around expecting prices to drop back to where they were before 2024. Restoring consumer supply requires building entirely new fabrication plants. Getting these complex cleanrooms online takes several years. Waiting makes sense if you want to dodge retail gouging, but not if you expect a historical market crash. You are waiting for a new, higher baseline. Now consider the urgent builder. Your motherboard died, or you use your machine to generate revenue and slow rendering times are costing you money. Let's run the same evaluation for buying right now. The outcome here is instant utility. Your workflow bottlenecks disappear today, and your machine goes back to work. The trade-off is steep. You pay a 70% AI premium on your memory, which might force you to scale down your CPU or GPU to stay within budget. There is a third group that needs to pay attention: anyone holding on to an aging smartphone. Modern mobile devices increasingly rely on built-in AI accelerators. These require the exact same advanced storage and fast RAM chips currently facing global shortages. If your phone is failing, buying a current generation device today locks in your price before $50 structural markups hit next year's models. Let's cut through the macroeconomic noise. The correct financial choice depends on how much daily friction you are experiencing. This flowchart starts with one qualifying question. Is your current device actively costing you time or money? If the answer is yes, buy your parts today. Accept the higher storage prices and look for savings on your case, cooling, or power supply instead. The value of your lost professional productivity will easily exceed whatever small amount you save by waiting. If the answer is no, your PC works fine and you just want a better frame rate, hold your cash for 3 to 6 months. This wait is strictly to outlast the opportunistic retailer markups. You accept that you will pay more than you would have a year ago. Finally, if you need a smartphone upgrade soon, execute that purchase on current generation devices right now. This strategy bypasses the unavoidable AI hardware markup coming to the mobile market. Making the mathematically correct choice means ignoring blanket advice to wait it out. You have to match your purchase to your exact level of urgency. The truth is, dirt-cheap terabyte SSDs and massive RAM kits were a byproduct of oversupply. AI infrastructure has claimed that manufacturing capacity. This requires a shift in how you buy hardware. Instead of purchasing on impulse, you need to start planning your hardware life cycles 12 to 18 months in advance. In an environment where AI demand dictates manufacturing priorities, strategic planning is your only reliable tool for protecting your budget.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more PC hardware and tech content. See you in the next video.